Welcome to another episode of Unhinged Music Reactions. Your turn.
Hola, socio. What up?
How's it going, man?
Okay, man.
So we're going to do something today that's interesting. I haven't heard this. So we're both, I don't know if I would say fans or we have a deep respect for or whatever of Eddie Van Halen. I've always liked the band. I like both the original Van Halen. I like Van Hagar. I just like the band just generally.
Thank you for saying that, because it's just decades and decades of the same thing, choosing one side or the other. It's like, when, the Doobie Brothers, Michael McDonald or Tom Johnston. Mm-hmm. To me, I love them both.
Well, that's the thing. You don't. It doesn't have to be one or the other.
That's right. But
and I like both for Van Halen. Now
I do. And actually with Van Halen, it's almost like, same with Doobie Brothers. They're really kind of two different bands.
Yeah.
They're very different sounds and styles.
Yeah.
So I love them both. I really do.
Now in the later years, Van Halen kind of lost Michael Anthony. He just kind of left the band, and who stepped in to fill was Wolfgang Van Halen, Eddie's son.
Eddie and Valerie Bertinelli's son. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I've seen Van Halen in concert a couple times, and I think it was a couple times, at least once. And it was with Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony. So I never saw
the
Wolfgang.
5150 tour?
Yes. Yeah, I believe that was the one.
It's a great one.
So I never really saw, I've seen some videos of Wolfgang playing with Van Halen, and he seems to be doing the job. But apparently he has his own band.
Yeah, Mammoth WVH.
Mammoth WVH, yeah.
Yeah, and he sings them all, he writes everything. But this particular one, he plays everything as well.
Really?
So that's a lot to take out. He played bass with Van Halen.
Yeah.
Which, ironic that he's, the nepotistic aspect that he's not playing guitar.
Yeah.
But to, I know a lot of guitar players are bass players.
Yeah.
So this one I wanted to see because I had not seen him play. And because I don't like the free ride thing, just going on in the name. But do you have? So my whole thing was, does he have talent? And I had to see, And so I ran across this where he plays every instrument, and I don't know if it was because of the pandemic or not. It's not, in pandemic, Hollywood Squares format. It's literally in a studio, and he was actually quite entertaining. He's actually kind of funny. So I thought this would be a perfect way to see if he brings anything to the table.
Well, I'm very interested to hear his band, hear his sound. I have really no idea what to expect. So here's to hoping that the Eddie apple didn't fall too far from the tree. So let's check out Wolfgang.
Although, he's more of a Bertinelli body type, so I don't think there's a lot of apples in the picture. Or fried apples, I guess. Bad. Yeah.
All right, so let's check out Mammoth WVH. All right, let's check it out. Here is Wolfgang Van Halen with his band Mammoth WVH. The song is called Don't Back Down.
Wolfie, as he's affectionately known.
Yes.
Hey, Wolf. Hey, fellas. Where's Wolf at? He's in there? Cool.
I get it. They're all wolves.
Hey, Wolf. Hey, Wolf. Wolfgang. Where's Wolf? Sorry. I'm here.
He really looks like Eddie in the face.
Waiting on you guys. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, doesn't sound like Van Halen to me, but I'm digging this so far.
It's another detuned,
yeah, heavier sound. Yeah,
yeah. His voice is very overproduced, but very produced, but it's not bad. So.
No, it sounds pretty rocking so far. I'm digging
Good
this.
hook.
How was that?
Perfect. That was money. Come on in.
Holy shit, that was terrible. We can fix that, right? Yeah.
I like his personality.
Yeah.
He's pretty natural.
Yeah, no, totally. He's got a sense of humor, and he seems to not be taking things too seriously. But I got to tell you, I dug the song. It was pretty rocking. A little repetitive towards the end. I feel like after the third verse could have been something radically different or something like break it up a little, but generally I love the sound. It was nice. It was rocking.
Strangely, I think I'm most impressed with his drumming.
I was gonna say that. I had no idea he had that rhythm. I mean, the drumming was actually pretty impressive. The guitar and bass, they were great, but they weren't. It's not Eddie caliber at this point.
Well, that's if I were him. I'm not that Eddie's my favorite, but Eddie's Eddie.
Yeah.
So if I were him, I'd be like, all right, let me try a different. Let me not try and be a guitar hero.
Exactly. Well, there's always going to be the comparison. That's
right.
The bottom line is people are going to say, oh, well, he's a musician too. Is he as good as Eddie? Well, if he takes it in a different direction, like it seems like this is definitely different than Van Halen music, then it helps mitigate those comparisons.
Right, and he's also from a completely different generation, which reflects in the music. It sounds to me kind of very 90s-ish. I don't know. I wouldn't name bands because I don't know shit about 90s or up, but 9 Inch Nails or whatever it might be, that kind of thing, and this detuned sound, which Eddie did later in his career with Music Man guitar, and so he was getting into that, but it was way past his prime at that point.
Right.
But it was a really cool hook.
Definitely.
Which is hence repetition, just to be catchy. It's not a long song, so
no,
it didn't. I guess it
didn't overstay its welcome. No, it didn't.
Yeah, and like you say, if you're going to keep playing, then you'd have to go into a whole nother part, which would make it from a 3-minute and 40 to a 7-minute song.
Right.
So
it's a different thing at that point.
Do I want to go? Yeah. Do I want to go that route? And I don't think people have the attention span for a 7-minute song these days.
No,
anyway,
this was a good length. It was a good hook, good riff, great playing, and I like the voice. I think I know what you mean when you say it was produced, and you can tell it's produced. The whole song is very produced. I mean, there's effects in there and weirdness going on, but I don't think it detracts. I think it kind of helps. With the whole sound of it.
When he went to the high notes, it was it showed that he has a voice.
Right.
I just think he has he still has a useful. This was what year was this put on? Because I know when it was put on YouTube is when it was new.
Yeah, I don't know.
A year ago or a year or two. So he was late. He's 30 now, so it was late 20s. But still has a useful voice.
Yeah. But powerful and. He can sing. It's not like he's faking it or anything. So I think overall this is great. It's a good start, a good intro to what Mammoth might be all about.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I think this is a new album of his that he just put out. So there's maybe some other ones we'll eventually have a listen to or react to.
Yeah, it's we usually do at least a couple from the same artists that we dig. So.
Yeah,
it'd be worth just to see if there are any guitar solos, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, and I want to basically hear more than one song to see what the style really is. Like, is it like this could have been very different from the rest of the album? Who knows?
Right.
So I just kind of I want to get a sense for what the sound is for the whole album. So yeah, very interesting.
As a musician, I was looking at him as a musician.
Yeah.
I was trying to say, all right, does he have chops?
Yeah.
That was my thing, but then I saw this sort of more formulaic song where he was playing all the instruments. So, all right, let's
but I think even though it's a formulaic song, you still have to have chops to be able to play those riffs.
Yeah, not in a negative way.
Yeah.
There's no guitar solo, so it's that's different in itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when you're an Eddie, I don't think there's maybe Ice Cream Man. I don't know. There's a couple I think that didn't have.
Right.
But that would be a rarity,
Yeah.
And it's also again being so far removed from, the Dutch background and because Dutch, he was, Eddie's not my favorite, but yet I like him way more than I did as a young person.
Yeah.
Remember I always loved his rhythm playing, but I didn't love his lead playing. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I think you were kind of with me on that. But
I always thought his rhythm playing was underrated because I thought his rhythm playing was phenomenal. He was doing things outside of the guitar solos. He was doing things that you wouldn't expect. and I don't feel it got enough credit. But I always did love his solos as well. So
no, it was very unique, and the sound is unique. You remember the Dutch bands are Jan Ackerman from Focus,
right?
And Twilight Zone. I mean, Twilight Zone. Golden Earring. You know, these incredible guitar players.
Yeah.
But very different. Eddie would play scales that were just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, very weird. You know, even in his famous solo, what was that? Eruption, yeah. Yeah. And, you know, really weird. But you know, again, now looking back, it's like, you know, he was so natural with it. Was an extension of his body.
Yeah.
You know, and he would hold the way he would hold it sort of more upright and do the tap. It was really natural. He was born for, and if you remember when they started, Alex was a guitar player and he was a drummer.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, no.
Yeah, no, switch.
And that was a good move.
Definitely. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious, as far as Wolfgang is concerned, I'm curious whether the other songs, you know, is he focusing on bass, or because he doesn't play every instrument on every song, right? Does he?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so
I don't think so. I know he sings them all.
Yeah.
He was a bass player for Van Halen and that group, so Tremonti, I think it was called.
I don't know.
Yeah, another band, but I don't know.
So,
we'll have to see.
You know, I'd like to hear more of his drumming. You know, see, whatever.
He had a lot of. I don't know if Uncle Alex is helping him or not, but he has a lot of, you know, sort of the hand foot. He was doing a lot of flams and really cool bass pedal work and so who knows if he's getting Alex is tutoring him at all or tutoring him and drinking probably, but no, it was, you know, he seems mature musically.
Yeah,
cool.
No, definitely. I like it, and I'm curious to hear more. And if you like it, please hit like, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little bell so you get notified whenever we come out with new videos. All right. Well, until next time, you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Dio horns. There it is.
Yeah. Rock and roll.
Sa pa sa.